I decided to do a little recap on each of the cables just to show the technique a few more times in a row, just to really make sure that it sticks. So we're gonna start by doing the left leaning cables a couple of times. I'm gonna show you it with the 1x1 and the 2x2 as well. When a cable leans to the left, it means the right hand side stitch will be in the front and leaning to the left, whereas the left hand side stitch will cross behind it to the right. And if you would knit this without a cable needle, if you would knit this with use of a cable needle, you would put this stitch on the cable needle and let it hang in the front while you work the second stitch. So to mimic this, we will slip this stitch in the front, which means the working yarn is in the back, the stitch is in the front when it's being slipped. Then we knit a stitch, and then we will go into this first slipped stitch. With our left hand needle, we will secure the already worked stitch with our middle finger. We pull our right needle out from both of those stitches and place it back through the second stitch. And then we will knit this stitch as well, just like normal. And that's a left leaning cable. I'm gonna do just a simple knit stitch here, and I'm gonna show you the same technique but with 2 stitches at a time. Once again, because this would be placed on a cable needle and hanging in the front, we will make sure that we slip them to the front, so the working yarn is in the back, and we slip them in front of the working yarn. Then we're going to work the next 2 stitches, just knit them as normal. Then we will insert our left needle in the front of these slipped stitches. We secure the stitches that we have already knit with our middle finger. We gently pull out the right needle from all 4 of these stitches and only place them back through the second 2 stitches which have already been knit. And then all we have to do is knit the slipped stitches to complete our 2x2 left leaning cable. That's it. Now we're gonna do the same but with the right side. So we're gonna start by the smaller one, because these right leaning cables would be worked by placing the first stitch on the cable needle and hanging them to the back. We will mimic this by making sure we're slipping them in the back. So we're bringing the working yarn to the front so that we can slip our stitch behind the working yarn, behind our work. We slip a stitch, then we have to knit the next stitch, and then we have to slip that slipped stitch back behind. So we're gonna go behind our work, insert our needle into the back of that stitch. Once again, we're using our middle finger to secure the stitch that we've already made. We pull out the right hand needle from both of those stitches. We insert our stitch back into the second stitch. Then we have to place our working yarn back to the back so that we are able to just knit our slipped stitch as well. And that's our right leaning small cable completed. I'm gonna do a knit stitch just to separate the next bit here, and we are doing the same again with 2x2. Bring your working yarn to the front, slip 2 stitches behind your working yarn, knit 2 stitches, insert your left needle behind those 2 stitches, use your middle finger to secure the knit stitches, pull out your right hand needle from all 4 and insert them back into the 2 already worked stitches. Working yarn now has to go back to the back so that we can also knit the stitches that's been slipped. And that's it completed. I'm just going to show you that is the 2x2 right leaning cable. So this was just a little recap on all the different types of cables that we do without the cable needle. Now I'm gonna go ahead and knit a few more rounds before I'm gonna record the next video on how to bind off using the I-cord bind off, which is a nice and stretchy, very clean looking, beautiful bind off.